Welcome back, Truth Seeker. It is Friday, September 27th, 2019. Got some tragic news today, and I want to talk about it. It's been a while since I talked about this topic. The last time was 2015, which is hard to believe. Getting close to 5 years ago. And an important member of this community committed suicide last weekend. And I don't even know how to express the way I feel about it, because this person was a great person. I had no idea that they were suicidal. I communicated with them almost every single day. And I thought they were somebody that would be here they were like the same age as me. I thought they'd be here for many years to come and helping at this movement. And, no doubt about it, this person was brilliant. Greater mind than my own, I know that for sure. Great technical skills. He built a really awesome website to help out the people who decode with sports. And I thought for sure once, Gematria Effect News was a real thing, he'd be our IT guy. He'd be there every single day. He actually lived in Washington State. I got in touch with him in the last year. He's been very dedicated for the last year. Never got to meet him in person, but he does live in the Bellevue, Washington area. And what's funny is, he contacts every single day what we do on the Patreon page. Calls in every day, multiple times. Great thoughts, great helper, great contributor. And all this week, he didn't call in, which is abnormal because he calls in every single day, multiple times a day. And I'd been wondering where he was this week, and I was hoping he was okay. I thought maybe he was sick, under the weather. It wasn't like him to not communicate, and I even reached out to him this week, and I didn't hear back. And then we found out through his brother that he committed suicide last Saturday. And what his brother said is last Saturday he bet all the money he had on a certain game. I don't know what it was. And I guess he lost. And I guess that put him over the edge. And I'm guessing losing on that bet wasn't the thing that did him in, but it might have been the straw that broke the camel's back. And, what's funny about last Saturday is for the last year, every single Saturday morning I've done a live sports decode. Last Saturday was the first day I didn't do it. And I'm just thinking, had I done the live decode on Saturday, he probably would have called in. Maybe we would have had a conversation. Maybe things would have went differently. Anyway, that's all hindsight. But I just want to remind people, multiple things. Like, if you're suicidal, reach out to somebody. Ask for help. Don't be afraid to ask for help. I wish he would have told me he was suicidal. After he lost all his money, I wish he would have called me and asked if he could have a loan or if I could help him out, because I would have been more than happy to. I feel like we lost I know that we lost an invaluable person. That could have done so much for this movement. And he already has. He's already done a great job. It's just, he could have done so much more. And now we'll know, we'll never know what could have been, what will be. And so, if you're feeling the same way that our friend Mark felt, reach out to somebody, talk to somebody. And I put my number out there. I got the Gematria hotline. People can call me anytime. If I don't pick up, it's not that I'm screening your call. It's just that I'm not by the phone at the moment, or I'm already on the other line. My number's out there, 509-731-0567. And the other thing I want to say is, for the people who do gamble, gambling can be very stressful, especially when you go big and you lose big. And that's why I always encourage people to be modest, be the tortoise. You know, what I teach people every day is how to make small bets that you can multiply into big dollars. And that way, if you miss, it's not a big deal. You know, you're just out a few bucks, you know. But this man, you know, he was an intelligent person. So I don't know exactly what happened. You know, I don't know why he bet it all. I don't know what game he bet it on. I mean, it's unbelievable for me to hear this. And it truly is a huge loss for the world. I mean, this was a great person. He was a humble human being. He was a modest human being. He was very well-mannered, very intelligent. And now he's gone. And, yeah, it's just... You know, it shouldn't be this way. When the website's built, it's going to be dedicated to this man. His name was Mark Hamilton. And this community that's being built right now, this website that's about building a community, it's so this doesn't happen to people, because the hardest thing about being a truth seeker is the way it isolates you from the world. And I'm sure he was dealing with this, and he probably just never talked about it. And yeah, it's just... So anyway, I just want to remind people that, you know, if you are suicidal, you know, being a truth seeker literally can make you suicidal. 2015, when I made this video, somebody reached out to me and said they wanted to commit suicide because everybody had abandoned them for talking about the truth and the things that we discuss often on my channel. And you know, it's not right. It shouldn't be this way, but it is. So that's why we need community, and that's why we need to care about each other, and that's why we got to be careful with our words, because that's the other thing that I'm on a dark road right now, so it's got all dark. But I just wish I could go back and I could tell this man how grateful I was for him, because as much as I did appreciate him, I never expressed to him, you know, how in awe of him I was, because I truly was. I mean, he's a very brilliant person, awesome researcher, amazing mind, you know, dedicated, and I never communicated that to him. And, you know, so I wish I could. And we'll leave it there, Truth Seeker. Till next time.